Good morning. I was not inspired this morning to do any good news, so it's just the news. I want to talk about Sweden. Maybe this is why I'm not inspired, because talking about Sweden these days can be quite frustrating, I tell you. What is frustrating to me today actually is that there is such a difference between the politicians and the people. The people are waking up. They are becoming upset, frustrated, angry, really angry. Mostly because of personal stories, I think. They have a friend whose daughter was raped, or whose son was robbed by a gang, or there was an explosion in your own town. This is going on, and people react to it, of course. Now, the politicians, that's a totally different ball game. They don't seem to care about anything but their own careers. So this is very frustrating. I can tell you, I don't think there's going to be any real change in Sweden politically for maybe 7-8 years. And this may be too late, you see. That's how it is. And I want to tell you a story that is pissing a lot of Swedes off these days. It's about the former PM, Reinfeldt. He was the one who opened the borders of Sweden. He did. He did this speech where he said, he told the Swedes to open their hearts, you see. And then he opened the borders and there was a flood. And this flood has just been going, for all these years. So that's what he did. So now he bought a house. And this is pissing people off. He and his girlfriend, they are moving into this house. And it's on this very small island. It is. Apparently it's a very nice place, and this is as far from a no-go zone as you can get. You will not see any effects of the mass immigration that he initiated on this very nice island. He will not get up in the morning and find out that his car was torched. No way. So there's a good reason to be pissed off with this guy. Yeah. All right. I also want to tell you about Malmö. Malmö town. It's a town in the south. It's the worst. Yeah, they have huge problems. It's the most multicultural socialist town of Sweden. And the town of Malmö, they issued some advice to their own staff. I don't think you will believe this, but these are the advices, some of them. Plan your travel route, know your area, alternative routes, entrances, exits. Try to minimize the time for when you park. Before leaving a stairwell, first look out and make an assessment of the surroundings, to avoid getting into an unwanted situation. Keep away from people who are considered potentially threatening or dangerous, and increase the distance if there are no other people nearby. Wow. So this is the third biggest town of Sweden. So you see, the ruining of Sweden is moving along pretty swiftly, you see? Okay. And the sickness that we have in Sweden is called political correctness. It is. But this political correctness now, and there's some good news here actually. The political correctness in Sweden is starting to be pushed back a bit, you see? And here's an example of this. And interestingly enough, it starts in the south, where Malmö is. This region is becoming more and more politically incorrect. See, more and more racist. So now there are two towns, two small towns in this region, Sölvesborg and Bromölla. They now banned begging, public begging. And the lefties, they go mad about this. I don't think they will be able to breathe, the lefties. It's very tough. So that's some good news. Now, the UK, finally, they are now electing a new PM, the Tory party. I follow the UK very closely for some reason. I'm very interested in the country. I love the people. I don't know what to say. It's a very important country. It is. We have to win in the UK. We have to. It's very important. So, Boris Johnson seems to be the one who's going to win. That's what it looks like to me. And I kind of like this guy. I do. I know he said this. He said that Islamophobia is a natural reaction. And I happen to agree with this. Totally. And there was another thing. Macron, no, the French president, he doesn't like Boris Johnson. That's a very good sign. If Macron doesn't like someone, it's very possible that this guy is fantastic. Yeah, I'm sure there are more positive sides to Boris Johnson, but that's what I wanted to mention. All right, that's all. I wish you a great weekend. Bye.